Hello YouTube, this is Nanika coming to you again with another video. As I've named my channel now, Evolving with NASB. By this I mean that I'll be sharing the stuff that I've experienced so far in life and the lessons I've picked so far with the little time I've been in this world. I'm not saying that I've seen it all or I've experienced it all, but the little that I have learned so far is what I intend sharing. Sometimes I will share stuff that I've been through already, and I would also share stuff as I go through certain situations so that we can all learn and pick something from each other so that we can all evolve or grow together on this journey. In today's society where everybody seems to be busy doing something, achieving something, flaunting something, sharing their success stories and all, it is so easy to fall into the loop of comparing yourself with others, which can make you which can motivate you to want to do more in your own life, or invariably cause you to feel discontent and depressed. Yes, we do know that we are not supposed to compare ourselves with people, but then that is easier said than done. It's so tough to not compare yourself with others, given the preoccupation we have with perfection in today's modern society. Okay, from the job title, from the grades in school, material acquisitions, from in fact the categories within which you can compare yourself to somebody is as infinite as the number of people you can actually compare yourself with. Okay, today's topic here was actually brought about by a discussion I was having with my 6-year-old daughter not too long ago. It's something that resonated with me. Like, I personally felt it's so relevant in today's world. That's why I want to share it with you. For some time, my little girl will come back from school and will be complaining about her shoes. She will be saying, "Mommy, I want these shoes. I don't want to go to school tomorrow with socks. I want a new, I want a canvas. I want the sandals. I want that. I want to go in tights or leggings or whatever." She will keep saying different stuff. But at that time, I just brushed it off. I just took it as, it's just one of those things. But this girl, it got to a point she would actually cry her eyes out. Mornings were like mornings, especially when you were getting her ready for school, was just something else, because this girl will cry and throw tantrums just because she doesn't want to wear this shoe, or doesn't want to go with this bag, or because she doesn't have this, she doesn't have what Bridget has, what Bennett has, or what has, da. I was like, no, what is happening? It got to a point that this behavior went on and on and on, and it really did infuriate me to the point where I couldn't stop myself from scolding her. But at that point, something just clicked in me. It was like I had an epiphany. I could literally hear my higher self say, "You know what? You do the same thing. You see how that little girl has everything? She has all these new shoes you bought for her that could last her till she's about 10. She's still not content with what she has, simply because she's seen somebody else in something in school. She doesn't even care about the fact that her shoes are new and that her mommy bought it purposely for her, but rather she would want to cry her eyes out because she doesn't have what Bernice has. I was like, whoa, that is so relative to what we even go through now as adults. It's so relative. Okay, I just thought about it. I imagined like the number of stuff, clothes, shoes I had actually bought for this girl because we were relocating to Ghana. I actually bought stuff, she's 6 years, but I bought stuff that she could actually wear when she's 10 or 11 and all. I bought stuff that could, last for some time. Okay, but this girl wouldn't want to have it. She didn't care about it. All she wanted was what her mates had in class. So I'm like, oh, okay. I did learn something from it. So that's why I wanted to actually make this video to help somebody out, because I know that this is something that we all find ourselves going through at one point or the other. Okay, because it's not something that we go through just once. It sometimes occurs unconsciously, and it's only with a conscious effort that you can actually catch yourself and stop yourself from falling or going down that spiral loop to actually get you to feeling depressed or down. Okay, so yes, if you see me glancing or looking down, I'm actually just referring to notes because I wanted to get my train of thoughts together and not miss the points as I made the video. So I had to actually write them down quickly so that I can take a quick look and share them. Okay, so what I picked from that incident was that comparison really is a thief of joy. Because look, when your mom, or when we were little, when your parents bought you something, you were super excited. Or when you saw that you had something new, you were super excited. You were filled with joy to actually have something new. But look at my little girl, because she wanted what somebody had, she couldn't even be happy for what she had. She couldn't even be happy. So all this comparison really does is it keeps your focus from all that you have and keep you thinking on the stuff that you may not have. So it ends up stealing your joy. Okay, and it's a sure way it's a sure way to lead you down the path of depression and feeling discontent in your life. Okay, so in catching myself, as I've really gone through that. Okay, before then, let me even share another experience with you. Personally, as a self-taught designer, I literally had to learn everything that I know in my craft on my own. Okay, so this actually taught me that I really needed to be focused on my craft. I really needed to concentrate on what I was doing, because there was a lot that I had to learn. I had to learn on the path that I chose. There was a lot I had to learn. So focusing on that path was very, very, very important. Okay, I saw myself, I pictured myself as a horse with blinders, because I knew that looking on the sides can only get me sidetracked. So my focus was always, you know, running or racing forward to the finish line. I was always trying so hard to concentrate on my own brand, on my own brand, exhibiting or, you know, showing my own creative abilities. But I did pretty well. I did pretty well with that tactics for some time, especially when I was in UK. I was able to concentrate more on my craft. But when I came to Ghana, in the midst of, you know, the almost countless and able designers, I couldn't. It wasn't easy to keep focused anymore, to tell you the truth. I'm being honest. It wasn't easy, especially looking at these designers who have really, you know, who are really grounded and known on the market already. It wasn't easy. Honestly, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. It got me, you know, it got me thinking so much, because I found myself glancing over to see what this designer was doing and what that designer had that I didn't have, what the designer was doing that I wasn't doing, or, you know, where this designer was that I wasn't yet, or even looking at friends that I had left back in Ghana, how far they had come in life that I wasn't yet. Boy. But the fact is, me deciding to come to Ghana was actually, you know, like, it seemed like I was rebuilding my life from scratch. It seemed like I was rebuilding my life from scratch. So of course, I was behind when I compared myself to some other people. And what happened was, the more I focused on you know, these other designers or my friends or, you know, other people's success and all that, the more I got lost, the more I felt I didn't know what I was doing anymore. I actually lost, you know, what's the word? I actually lost focus. I had actually forgotten why I had, you know, decided to move to Ghana in the first place. I had actually forgotten the plan that I had. I had actually lost it. So I was like, it got to a point that I was really questioning myself if I had actually made the wrong decision. And, you know, thinking about it, I realized that, whoa, I have actually burnt all bridges, and there was no way I could really resign my decision. So the earlier I changed my perspective before I drowned, the better it was for me. And this is, you know, this is why I want to, you know, share some of the stuff, or some of the things that I had to, you know, do or remind myself of, to actually shift my focus back to my path. So yes, let's go right into the points. Number one is awareness. Awareness is the key, because if you are not aware of something, how can you change it? Be aware of what is happening. Okay, like, as soon as maybe I see or I find myself, comparing myself, or going down that line again, I quickly do a 360, because I become self-aware of what I'm doing. I'm like, whoa, Nana, you are going there again. You are doing it again. Just be aware of what is happening. And that will bring you to number 2. After the awareness, accept where you are in life. Accept where you are in life. Acceptance is the key. Accept that you are exactly where you are in life, because that's where you are. That's where you have to be. You are exactly where you need to be in life, and that you are not too late, or you are not behind. Accept that, this is your journey. You may not be exactly where you want to be, or where you planned to find yourself, but then you are there. Accept it, and from that place, try and then make decisions that will help you move you further, or move you to where you want to be. Okay. Number 3, adopt an attitude of gratitude. Yes. Adopt an attitude of gratitude. Be grateful for all that you have. Be grateful for what you have, and how far you have come on your journey. Okay. And how far you have come on your journey, because you focusing on what you don't have will let you lose sight of all the qualities you personally possess that others don't possess. It actually makes you lose focus, or make you look or focus on the wrong thing, when your main focus should actually be on your own life. Focus on yourself. So by this, be grateful. Be grateful for all that you have. Be grateful that for the little things that you have. With me, this could mean being grateful for my family, for health, for my daughter's life, for how far I have come as a self-taught designer, appreciating my own creative abilities, and and let's say the fact that I actually have a little bit of peace. I have a little bit of peace to actually be me. Be grateful. Shift your focus, and be thankful for the things that you have, because by so doing, you can attract more of the good things that you want into your life. Because you concentrating on all that you don't have would only help you to develop the habit of never feeling satisfied, or never feeling you have enough in life. Number 4, be your own unique flower, and water your own grass. There's this saying that I love so much. A flower does not compare itself to the flower next to it. It just blooms. It just blooms. So how about competing with others? We just be our own unique selves. How about that? We be our own unique selves, because even in this big universe, there's varieties to everything. We all can't possess the same traits, or we all can't have the same, qualities and strengths. We all can't be the same, right? We all can't be the same. And also focusing on people, it only helps you to lose precious time, which you don't have anyway, which you don't have. It will only let you lose time, the time that you could have otherwise invested in, in bettering your own life, in perfecting your own craft, or in working or tendering to your own needs in life. Okay, let's see. No gardener grows a beautiful garden or a beautiful grass by looking over to what his or her neighbor has or is doing in their garden. He can only do that by nurturing and tending to his own garden. Okay, his own garden. So spend time, the time that you would spend comparing yourself to others, spend that time in investing in yourself, learning more if you have to. Okay, trying or finding ways to perfect your craft. Okay, because that is how you will be more creative in whatever you do, by trying to educate yourself more. Okay, so number 5, embrace your past. Embrace your past. Okay, accept the fact that maybe your life may not have had it all rosy. Your life may have been, have gone off messy and bumpy, but you going through such a bumpy ride may have earned you a life colored with mistakes, anxiety, and fear. At least I know mine has. So regardless of how I may have judged my past situations, whether they were good or bad, I see that all of them, everything that I've been through, whether good or bad, were all catalysts in making me this person that I am now, this better, wiser, and courageous woman that I am now. So embrace your past. Just don't beat yourself up. Don't choke yourself down. Don't think about all that you think you could have done. You could have done in a better way. Don't. It's all past and gone. Just forget it. Be thankful for the fact that you actually went through that and learned your lessons. You see, just use all those experiences to try to better your life now. So just embrace all of it and know that you needed those lessons to actually shape you and mold you into becoming whoever you are meant to be. And lastly, and most importantly, do a social media detox if you have to. Like the fire that can be used to cook delicious meals for us to enjoy, and used to also burn and destroy things, social media, though can be beneficial if used wisely, can also be a breeding ground for jealousy and resentment. Because of social media, we are now able to see a lot of the things that go on in people's lives from the breakfast they eat, to the lunch, to the dinner, to the vacation they went on, to the awards they are collecting, to how happily married they are, and and anything in between. Everybody seems to be having a time of their life. Everybody seems to be enjoying, or everybody seems to be achieving something. Everybody seems to have their act together, seems to be so accomplished and good looking, seems to have that better job title, or have that nice house, has that nice car and all that. It's as though they are living the time of their life. But we forget that people actually only share what they want you to see. When you scroll through your news feeds, you will be constantly bombarded with the highlights of people. The highlights of people, forgetting that people can show you. People can show you, because they can show you the only aspect that they want you to see. The best edited life they want you to see. We all do it. Or nobody really shares it when they are crying in their rooms. Nobody shares it when they are down and out. Nobody shares it when they are depressed. But we go on and we see only the highlights, the big moments, the happy days. That's all we see. Forgetting the many filters that we have available now. Okay, forgetting that even in our areas of life, our careers, the jobs, the social media lives, all of that. In our goal-oriented lives, all people, all these people who may seem to have it all together, who may seem to be super successful at whatever they do, may actually be a complete failure in some aspects of their lives as well. We forget that people actually, we all have our weaknesses and strengths. We all have that. We all have our unique ways of doing things. We are all gifted differently. Okay, and you comparing somebody's success or looking at somebody's success, you are only looking at the results, forgetting the number of years that actually went into whatever that person succeeded at. You forget about the thousands of hours that person may have worked to get where they are. Okay, you will be comparing somebody's big moment with all the flashy lights, the red carpets, the awards and all that, to your behind the scenes. You'll be comparing somebody's, aha moment, or somebody's end to your beginning. That is not a fair comparison, is it? It's not a fair, it's not fair. Because maybe the resources the person even had to achieve that is not in proportion to what you have available to you. So yes, social media can be of great inspiration, but if it does trigger inadequacy, self-doubt, and self-doubt, and causes you to feel discontent with your life, then you have to do a social media detox. You have to take your power back. You have to, you have to take your power back. Do not let social media and the social media likes and the social media fame control your life. Don't let it control you. Don't let social media control you. But you rather control how you feed into the activities on social media. You control it. So instead of investing your time and your energy on these people or on these situations and things that causes you to feel emotionally drained, decide to channel all that energy into becoming a better person. Channel all that energy to self-development and not self-doubting, to creating and not destroying and self-sabotaging. Please keep your focus on your path. Tend to your own garden. Water your own grass. Be your own self. Okay? Appreciate and, instead of writing down all that you don't have and the qualities that you don't have, how about you highlight all the qualities that you actually do have, all that you can do? How about you focus on that? How about that? Shift your focus, like I said, to yourself, because there's so much you can do. Focus on bettering yourself, tending to your own garden, water your own grass, be your authentic self no matter what. Be true to yourself, especially in today's world where being fake is the norm of the day, is the order of the day, where being too fake is so normal now. Be yourself, be true to yourself, appreciate all that you have. Don't compare yourself to the next person. Focus on your journey. Be true to yourself at all times. Shine your light. Okay? Shine your light. Be you. And you can choose to share that authenticity with the rest of the world, because people really do appreciate it when you choose to be yourself. So yes, I hope today's video would help somebody, and also I hope that you were able to resonate with this, because this is something I know happens. It does to me, so I believe it does happen to others as well. So yes, I thank you for staying to watch me this far. Until I see you in my next video. Thank you. Stay true to yourself. Be you. Enjoy your journey. Be authentically and unapologetically you. Abundant love and blessings to you.